So here we have your typical scenario where you just fired up your irrigation system, and you notice that sometimes they might be having a hard time popping up, or maybe having a hard time retracting back down. And there's a couple of different methods that you can solve that problem. One is trying to keep the grass away from the heads, which you should do periodically anyway, because when all this grass and dirt builds up around the sprinkler towers, when it retracts, it kind of does like a little self-wash, and it can't clean itself correctly. And then eventually over time, you'll get a bunch of buildup, and it'll start scratching and scoring the riser, and you'll start getting leaks, and then eventually the leaks will get so bad where they'll start spraying upward as the system is running. So there's a couple of different things that you can do to help these out. One is keeping the grass away, so manually tearing it out and ripping it out, or you can buy like little concrete little rings around to go around each head to keep the grass away from it. But over time, the grass finds its way back over everything. It has a tendency to grow over anything if it has enough moisture and sunlight and all that other good stuff. So I imagine there's a tool that you can buy, so you can cut around your sprinkler heads to keep them clear. But we're going to do this on the cheap. So take a can like such. This is a 3-inch diameter can, and cut some notches in it so that it acts like a cutter, like so, and 4 notches. And I cut mine in alternating patterns, so when you twist it like this, it kind of does a nice sawing action. So first thing you want to do is locate your sprinkler heads. So you might want to have them running, and then put a little flag, or in some cases you can actually lock them in the upright direction. But if you got a little evidence like a little hole here, you can just take your homemade cutter here and kind of like prorate the center and just start twisting and cutting all that sod and roots away from your sprinkler heads. And depending on how deep they are, will determine how far you got to go down. So if you're lucky, you'll start feeling the like cogging. You've reached the top of your head. And then all you got to do is just pull away the grass to expose your sprinkler head better. And now you can see I got a nice clear pathway for the sprinkler head to retract up and down, and it helps promote the self-washing feature of when these things go down. So on your first shot, you don't get it quite centered, you can just do a little trimming. So it's a good idea to do this once or twice a year, depending on how much you run your system and how well your grass grows around your sprinkler heads. So I hope you learned something. Be sure to click like and subscribe if this little tip helped you out. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.